Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel, and today's video I'll be talking about what your goal should be after weight loss. Yes, I believe the vast majority of you people have watched my videos, the beginner's guide to weight loss. They have explained extensively what you need to do in order to lose that weight. But I keep on telling people that losing weight is way more easier than keeping it for the rest of our life. I mean, take a look at it. I've been eating, I've been gaining weight, I'm over 30 years of age, and the weight that I've been gaining for this period, I was able to lose the weight within a year, something within 11 months to even be precise. Now you can see what I'm trying to say. To lose the weight is quite easier, but to keep it, to maintain the weight is where the work comes from. And now, before you can keep the weight for the rest of your life, you need to have a certain goal. You need to set up a goal for yourself. And in our today's video, I'll be discussing what the goals should be. What is my own goal? And perhaps you can learn from my own goal or set up your own goals and what your own goal should be. So number one thing I'll be discussing about is the motivation. Before you can lose weight and keep it up for the rest of your life, you need to be motivated. And when we are talking about motivation, there are two types of motivation. And number one is motivation within or an external motivation. So what is motivation within? It can be something within yourself. Perhaps you want to lose weight just to get healthy, you are having diabetes, you are having cholesterol, you are having all serious health issue, and you just think of, oh, losing weight is the only way out for you. Or perhaps the doctor has even told you that in order for you to be healthy, the only thing you can do is to lose weight. So in order to get yourself back to the healthy percentage of body fat, you want to lose weight. Those are the reasons within. And it can be an external motivation. External motivation can be maybe an actor, an actress whom you really like, his or her body shape. Take for instance someone like The Rock. You might like his shape, you might like his physique, or perhaps it can even be someone like Arnold. You might like his shape, his physique. All these things can be an external motivation, or it can even be myself. You can look up to me and see, oh, if I can do it, despite the fact that I was morbidly obese, and you thought, if I can get myself back in shape, then what is delaying you? What is keeping you hold? So now that you already understand the motivations, you need to be motivated for you to lose weight. But there are times that motivation will not be enough. Yes, you will lose out on the motivation. Sometimes it is going to come because, to be honest with you, dieting is something very, very terrible. When you are dieting, the suffering is not something small. And when you continue to suffer for a long period of time, you might lose the motivation. There was a time I lost the motivation. I felt like, no, I can no longer continue going this way. But that is where dedication and discipline comes in. When you lose that motivation, you need to be dedicated. If you are dedicated, you know that my health, for instance, if it is something within, the motivation within, you know that your health is very, very important to you. You want to live for a longer time. You want to live for your children. You remember that they are very, very important for you. You will keep on dedicated to the weight loss goal. You will keep on disciplining yourself. You know that, no, I cannot go beyond this boundary. This is my limit. This is what I can do. This is what I cannot do. So you have to be dedicated and be disciplined about it. When you are dedicated and disciplined, it will keep you going even when the motivation is quite low or is no longer there. So now you already dedicated your discipline. What should now be your next goal? The next goal should be, now that I've lost the weight, I'm in shape, how can I keep it for the rest of my life? In my own case, this is my own goal. I believe that I can no longer feed on junk food. Junk food is a no-go area for me. So because of that, I keep on eating healthy. This is what gets me to the shape, to the physique that I crave for, the physique that I already want. And I know that going back to my old lifestyle, eating junk food, eating processed food is going to get me back to where I'm coming from, and I don't want to get back there. So I keep on eating healthy, unless maybe I want to do videos, because unlike what many other fitness influencers are preaching, are claiming online, telling you that you don't need to eat this, you don't need to eat that. Unless if I'm doing videos just to prove that it's not as if you cannot eat junk food and still lose weight, but you can eat junk food, lose weight, but it might not be optimal for your health and you might feel miserable. So when I'm doing videos like that, of course I might feed on junk food just to prove a point. I am completely doing away with junk food. Why? Because I know it is not sustainable. That is the fact. That is the truth. So you too, you have to keep that goal to yourself, knowing that you cannot continue feeding on junk food, you cannot continue to live on processed food. It is going to make you gain back the weight. So you should put that as part of your goal. And not only that, if you know that you cannot do without junk food, you can eat it in moderation. Eat a little bit of it. There's nothing wrong in it. Remember, when you are trying to lose weight, you want to be healthy. You don't want to do it in a miserable way. You still want to enjoy the goodies the life has to provide for you. So I'm not saying that cut it off completely. Perhaps your food can be maybe 60-70% good diet, and the 20 to 30% of it can be maybe the junk food. Just to make sure that you are eating in maintenance. And what I'm going to advise you, most especially if you want to keep a little bit of those junk food, is that increase your cardio, increase your weightlifting. Try to build more muscle. When you build muscle, you increase your cardio, you are going to boost your metabolism. This will give you a room to eat more while not gaining weight. And when you are able to do exercise, it is not only going to boost your metabolism, it is also good for your health. It's also good for everything within your body. So that is the reason why you want to continue doing it. What you were doing that make you lose that weight. So don't go back to what you were doing that make you gain weight, but you want to stick on to what you are doing that make you lose the weight. So that is another goal that I set for myself. And the final point I'm going to be talking about is the fact that you don't need to overdo everything. Yes, you have to know that even though you are looking up to certain people, for instance, if it is The Rock, if it is Arnold that you are looking up to, just know that you cannot get those physique naturally. For instance, I personally don't believe that The Rock is not enhancing his physique. And by enhancement, I'm talking about taking performance enhancing drug, PED, namely steroid. And if you want to be healthy, you don't want to go into that route. For instance, the pressure might be much. You want to build muscle, you need to take testosterone, you need to take steroid, tren, and all that. And some of these fitness influencers that you are watching, perhaps on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, the vast majority of them, they are taking something to just enhance their physique. Unlike me, which is what even make the pressure more for me, because I want to compete with them, and while doing it naturally. It's not going to be easy. The suffering is not something small, but I have to do it to compete myself. While looking at those people, I want you to know that 99% of them are doing it not naturally. They are in fact enhancing themselves by taking, some might be taking fat burner like D-Bol, like Clen, and some other fat burners, just to optimize their physique, their look, their appearances. But they are never going to preach it to you. They are never going to tell you. Take for instance, someone like Vishred and all that. You realize that they are looking absolutely in shape, but you don't know what they are taking. Some of them are taking things that we cannot be saying it on social media. They themselves, they cannot say it. But because they want to present themselves very aesthetic and sell you some supplement, tell you certain things that you think that is what they are taking, whereas that is not the fact. So what I'm going to advise you is that look at those physique, look at those people, and just imagine yourself not getting it. If you can imagine yourself not getting it, if you actually get it, it's going to be a bonus. But if you did not get those physique, those shape, you won't feel disappointed in yourself, perhaps having body dysmorphia and all that. This, in fact, is not applicable to me to a certain point, because right now, the physique I am, if it is not for the sake of the pressure from social media, I would have stopped. But the fact that many people whom I'm competing with, the vast majority of them, they are shredded, they look ecstatic. I want to look like them to appeal to my audience so that they too can know that yes, this thing is achievable naturally. But my suggestion for you will be, do not do that unless you want to go into the social media business. You want to go into influencing people. You cannot influence people who don't see the things you are preaching in yourself. And that is the reason why the pressure was quite a little bit higher on me. But I can tell you that if you are not doing that, you don't need to go into that. For instance, in my own case, I'm doing it because I believe that I need to look at my own best. Looking at my own best will mean that many people will want to watch the channel because they see that I can look at my own best, and I'm trying all I can do to do it naturally. And that is the reason why you see that I don't use lighting, I don't use editing or filter in both my videos and my pictures. And that is the reason why sometimes you might even see the picture and feel like maybe I'm not looking that good. The vast majority of the people you are seeing, they are taking the picture under extremely good lighting, and they are even in fact filtering the pictures. Some might take up to 1,000, 2,000 or more pictures before getting perhaps 5-10 pictures you are seeing on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, and everywhere you might be seeing them on. And that is the reason why I'm telling you that you don't need to copy them. You don't need to think of you might get up to their goal, because of the reason that what they are doing, not only the PED they are taking, but the fact that they are under better lighting and all that, you might not be able to get it. Or perhaps you've even gotten it, but you are not under that perfect lighting that is bringing or presenting the image of whom you are. Now, am I saying that you should not be under better lighting to take your pictures or take as many as pictures as you want just to get 1 or 2 pictures that you really like? No, I'm not saying that. But I decide to do mine in order for people to see, so that they will know that, okay, if I can look attractive to you, this is what you can get naturally, so that you won't have high expectation on yourself, something that you cannot achieve. My best advice for you is, whatever goal you want to achieve, just see it as if I cannot get this one, but I'm going to try all my best. So if you eventually get it, it will be a bonus. But if you did not get it, you are not pursuing it anyway, and at the end of the day, whatever you get, you will be happy and satisfied with it. And these are the goals that I think you need to have after losing the weight. Doing this, you'll be able to keep it off for the rest of your life, and you'll be able to maintain your physique and live healthy. And that is the wrap for today's video. Do you enjoy today's video? If so, and you've not subscribed to this channel, please kindly do subscribe, share it to people whom you think this video might motivate, and also let me know in the comment section, what is your own view? What is your targeted body fat percentage? Do you want to get shredded? Do you want to become extremely lean? Or are you pursuing something in your career that requires you to get yourself back in shape? Please let me know in the comment section below. And until the next time that we'll be seeing again, I say bye.